food I have taken to a broader definition. We always by food, always we mean the food taken with the mouth. But truly speaking, the food is all the inputs we take from the world. Whatever sounds we hear, whatever touches, whatever visions we have, everything is food. And that goes to build our personality. The kind of food we take, it's not only through the mouth, through our vision. What are we seeing? What are the films we are seeing? Whatever the stories we are reading, whatever the sounds we are hearing, is it a very jarring sound or is it a peaceful sound? Depending on that, our internal personality will be built. Now, it is not only for the body, the food, but food for the mind. What is the food for the mind? Thoughts. No, it can be negative also. You are taking negative thoughts, negative food like that. You can take negative thoughts also. The thoughts are the food for mind. So our mind will be made as we are imbibing the thoughts. That is, whatever we are speaking to other people, the conversations, the books we are reading, the films we are seeing, the internet we are surfing, everything will come for the food for the mind and intelligence also. I have differentiated mind and intelligence to say that the food for the intelligence is analysis. When we differentiate mind and intelligence, we mean mind means just it goes on thinking past and future like that. Whereas intelligence is always analyzing things and taking a decision, coming to a decision. So food for the intelligence will be where we need analysis. Suppose nowadays we are given to studies of various things, the subject, etc. That is a food for the intelligence also. You have to activate the intelligence. Otherwise the intelligence will become rusted. You will not be able to think well. The more you apply the intelligence, more flexible the intelligence will be, percolating the intelligence will be. The subjects which appear to be very difficult, if you allow your mind and intelligence to work on the subject, after some time you will find that it has become very easy. That is any student can find out that. So the food for the intelligence is the analysis. Now, how the mind and intelligence will grow will depend very much on what kind of thoughts we are giving as input, what kind of analysis we are doing. If throughout the day we are only blaming people, condemning people, criticizing people, then the mind will remain disturbed. By that, do you think that you like the mind, condition of the mind which is always criticizing, blaming? Are you not fond of a mind which is always loving, embracing, forbearing? Everybody knows that. Even then, by our tendency, by our habit, we take the other way. We are not able to get over the agitation because we have got used to always criticizing people, blaming people, or thinking of things which will disturb us, excite us. But nobody likes that situation. Knowing that also, we are not able to get rid of it. So it all depends on what food we are taking. That is, suppose if I say that I have a very good mind now, I am not having any egoistic pose in that. I know that my mind, whatever it is now, it is not made by me alone. It has got the hereditary properties of my parents and grandparents and all. But other than that, I have taken from Shankaracharya, I have taken from Rabindranath Tagore, I have taken from Sri Aurobindo, I have taken from so many others' mind, Mahatma Gandhi, so many others can be there. Whatever I have read throughout my life, even Feynman and Dirac and all in science, whomever I have gone through, their way of thinking, etc. Everything has gone into our mind. As I am speaking, my mind is going into your mind. Is it not so? It depends on your receptivity, how much of my mind you can accept or you can receive. But the mind is changing every moment and it is building on whatever we are giving the input to the mind. And let us know that the thoughts are input. So you can always explain to your students that if you go on giving inputs which are going to fragment your mind, distract your mind, you will be ending up with a fragmented mind. Whereas you have to be careful about, as we are careful about food, we are not going to take anything poisonous. We take most of the things poisonous, but in a milder sense we take poisonous food. But knowing that something is gravely poisonous, we generally try to avoid. Like that in this case also, for the mind and intelligence also, we must avoid the inputs which are not putting me into a integrated taking me to an integrated personality, which is destroying my personality. We should be very careful about that. Now, all these things are sadhana for us also. We cannot expect our student to do. As much we do it, so much we will be able to communicate to the students. Unless we do it, we will not be able to communicate. It has to be a living knowledge, then only the communication is possible. You can light a fire with a lit fire. You cannot just show a picture of a fire and light the lamp. You have to have a living fire, then only you can light the lamp.